Despite the distinctive bright yellow, blue, and gray paint, this train is not running on CSX. It is on the Western and Atlantic Railroad, a line steeped in history from the time it was built in the 1840s by the state of Georgia. The state still owns the railroad and leases it to CSX for a hefty annual sum. Within 2 decades of its completion, the Western and Atlantic played a pivotal role in one of the most exciting incidents of the Civil War and of American railroading, when a score of Union soldiers stole the locomotive general and precipitated the Great Locomotive Chase. More on that later. In spite of its primitive beginnings and repeated destruction during the Civil War, today's Western and Atlantic is among the most modern stretches of railroad in the country, as shown by this container and piggyback train, carrying goods from all over the world, heading north out of Atlanta near the Georgia World Congress Center. The Western and Atlantic's first 47 miles, from Zero Milepost next to underground Atlanta to Cartersville, is one of the busiest stretches of single-track railroad in the country, hosting over 45 trains a day. Atlanta, home of Coca-Cola and the premier city of the South, is where the state's railroad starts. Atlanta's original name was Terminus, denoting its pivotal role in Southern railroading right from the start. Zero Milepost is right underneath this downtown Atlanta structure. This train has picked up its train of piggyback cars and containers at cramped Halsey Yard in the shadow of the dome of the state capitol and is now headed north for a 6-hour, 135-mile run to Chattanooga. A sometimes colorful rainbow of foreign locomotives from other railroads, as well as units still lettered for the Seaboard and other predecessor railroads of CSX, often augment the regular CSX. Another NS freight debuts, heading north from downtown Atlanta. And what is still waiting for all this other activity to clear away long enough to get underway? Our very patient CSX freight. For all we know, it may still be waiting there. A half-mile north of Cartersville Station is Yunta Tower, now closed. Here, the more direct rail line to Etowah, Tennessee, and Knoxville diverges to the northeast. A train to the distant right is waiting for this northbound to clear so it can come off the Knoxville line and proceed into Atlanta. Once the northbound is gone, the train from Knoxville still has to wait for a light engine move. North of Cartersville on the Western and Atlantic, a hotshot piggyback train bound for Chattanooga and beyond bears down on a crossing.